Hi everyone, Archmage Farriston here, and today we're playing Stellaris. As you know, I've released a video not so long ago about whether it's worth playing Stellaris anymore. In the meantime, the latest update has come out, that's Federations, and the game has changed quite a lot. I have to be honest, I didn't buy the DLC. This video which I'm going to show you is with the latest update but without the DLC Federations. So one of the first things that you can see that's different is here in the top right hand corner you have the Galactic Community. You can open it up and you'll see various proposals. You'll see here up next, minor economic sanctions. And you can choose to support, oppose, abstain, or call in favor. So anyone who is breaching this law will, here you can see they have a market fee of 10% and they'll have less diplomatic weight from the economy. We can go here to supporters, pretty much everyone. So I'm going to actually oppose it because I would stand to lose. I'm actually contravening galactic law. You can also assign envoys, which I'll show you in a minute. And that will help you to assign more diplomatic weight to this proposal, to this sanction. However, we have another one here, Astral Studies Network. You can see diplomatic weight from technology is plus 40%. Research stations have a 20% higher output. The starbases are slightly more expensive, but you also have +1 planet sensor range. That's something I'm going to support. I'm big into the technology and we'll support that. So that's definitely one thing that's changed. I like it. It's pretty cool. It's something different. I'm sure it's even more advanced and expanded upon in the DLC. However, I'm not willing to shell out 20 Swiss francs, which is about, I think, $20 US for such a DLC. I think I'll wait until it's on sale, probably in a couple of months. Another thing that's changed is sectors. So you can actually create sectors. Here you see we have the system of Liril. So let's go in here. And we have to go in the planet view. And here you can see it says no sector, frontier planet. And here you can create a new sector. So all systems within 4 jumps, not previously a part of any other sector, will become part of this new sector. So let's do that. And we'll recruit someone. Yeah, we'll recruit this guy. And if we come back out here, you can see, okay, so Liril sector now includes Mizar, Akramalo, Samdaran, and once I claim this system dim, that will also be included. So that's pretty cool. The next thing I want to show you is the Empire Sprawl. So Empire Sprawl is a new concept that's been introduced into the game. You can see that my empire is somewhat large. I'm playing as the Albanian Confederation. If I compare it to some of the others, it's probably not the biggest, but it's fairly large. Couple of fleets. So it's a medium-sized empire. And you can see my Empire Sprawl is huge. And this is a very important concept. if you have a look, you can see that my technology cost is 69.7% higher. My tradition adoption cost is 104% higher, and my campaign cost is 174% higher. So this Empire Sprawl is really holding me back. It is really a big hit to the progress of my empire. So how can you get around this? If we go to our planet, you can see here we have these building administrative offices. So one way to reduce the Empire Sprawl is to build these administrative offices, which I need to be building a lot more of. Another way is to stop claiming lots of systems. I have claimed a lot of systems, especially down here, mainly because I didn't want my neighbors to get them. You can see here I've claimed a few systems, especially this one. I discovered it as part of the situation log, but a lot of these systems here, I just didn't want my neighbors to get them. So if you want to avoid sprawl, you can stop building lots of stations to claim systems. You can also see here that there are certain technologies that will help you to reduce the sprawl. Also having fewer colonies, but if you want to boost it, you can build these administrative buildings, which I showed you, and there are various technologies and other methods that will help you to reduce it. So this is a new concept. I think it's pretty cool. It does make your job a bit harder, that's for sure, but it's more interesting. And yeah, I got to be honest, I like it. I think it adds some complexity to the game, which I think is pretty cool. So that's definitely something that's now changed in the game. If we look at combat, I'm currently in a war with the hegemony of Rigor, and you can see that here you have a bar which says hostile. So if you want to make someone a rival, you need to have a certain level of relations. If you have, let's take someone who's our friend, the Vag Oros autocracy, you can see we're friendly. We've got good relations, we've got some agreements with them. You can improve relations by sending an envoy. At the moment I only have one envoy. You are able to get more envoys with certain technologies. However, at the moment I only have one. You're not able to reassign them for a long time. And basically they will improve relations. You can also harm relations, which I'm not going to do with these guys. But if we come over here to these eliminators, you can see we here have a hostile relationship, and you can then end or begin a rivalry, with such an empire. You cannot pick, let's pick someone who we're sort of neutral with. These guys over here, we're neutral. We cannot declare a rivalry. So in the past, you could declare a rivalry with someone who you were neutral with, or you had even fairly decent relations with. That's changed now. You cannot do so anymore. You could, however, harm relations to such a point that you would be able to then declare them as your rivals. But that's certainly something that's changed in the game. I also think that's pretty cool. I like the idea, and to me that's a real improvement on the game. So you can see up here, envoys are up here. certain civics, buildings, technologies, and so on will give you more envoys. Hi everyone. So we've just defeated the Unbidden with the help of the Celtech mediators. And I think I've seen a lot of the game at this point. I'm at the year 2454. I have had mid-game crises. Usually it's been a robot rebellion. I've formed a federation with the Bernathi and the Next replicators. And we've just fought off the Unbidden. So we've had the endgame crisis. I've defeated a fallen empire. And with the help of a awakened empire, the Celtech mediators, we managed to destroy the Unbidden. So I've seen a lot of the game, and I have to say it's a lot better. It's a lot better than it was a month or two ago. I have to be honest, I haven't got the Federation's DLC. I'm not prepared to shell out 20 francs or 20 US dollars for that. However, the game is good. It is worth playing. It's enjoyable. It flows again. Combat flows again. Conducting wars. Yes, you still need influence, but somehow the balance has been restored, and it's a lot easier to carry out wars. It's a lot more fun with these federations. I really enjoyed that. I think it adds some depth and complexity to the game, and it's just good fun. The Galactic Community. To me, the Galactic Community is a bit of a joke. I didn't get a lot out of it. I would have thought, for example, that the Galactic Community would come together for the endgame crisis. It did not. It was the Awakened Empire that really helped me. Of course, my Federation members or friends, they did help me. I mean, they took a lot of the attacks, but yeah, I would have thought that the Galactic Community would come together for the endgame crisis. Maybe it does later on. It just didn't get bad enough. That's why it wasn't triggered. That's possible. But in any case, I think a lot of the things that were bothering me about the game, the mid-game and the end-game, they have been improved. And I would say the game is fun again. You know, we still have the old issue with planets. We still have this planet view, which I'm not a big fan of, but I can live with it. If we look at the interstellar travel, yes, you're still going to be stuck to star lanes. However, once you get to a sufficient level of technology, you can use the jump drive and it'll take you pretty far actually. If we have a look, we can jump over a few systems. We can jump from Alvis to Lyral. That's pretty cool. That makes a big difference. Especially when you have a big empire like mine and allies all over the place. But all in all, I have to say the game is fun again. And The Federations, it's a really nice added touch, and I can only recommend having another look at the game if you've put it down for a year or 2 years. I can just recommend pick it up again, have another look. Stellaris is fun again. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.